Hello, my name is Carter Shepard, and this is my Project 4 presentation on how long can you survive in the waters of the Titanic after falling in. So here's the background information. The Titanic was a huge British passenger liner that sank in 1912. The ship had ultimately hit an iceberg on its voyage, which split the Titanic in half. Around 1,500 people lost their lives and only 750 people survived. These casualties happened due to either being trapped in the Titanic during the sinking or due to hypothermia from the freezing water. What I'm looking for is for the amount of time it would take for someone to become unresponsive after being in the water. Here's some important information. The surrounding water around the Titanic was a freezing 28 degrees. The human body has a regular temperature of 98.6, which I got from class. Water decreases body temperature significantly faster than air. Hypothermia sets in when the body reaches about 95 degrees. If someone were to get into water at 28 degrees, this would happen within 20 minutes, very quickly. A life-threatening body temperature is around 82.4 degrees. So with this, we have to find the cooling rate using these variables we got from the information. After doing all the calculations, we would get 0.0052, which is the cooling rate. Now we use the cooling rate to figure out when the body would reach 82.4 degrees. So we use 82 as our ending temp, 28 as our water temperature, 98.6 as the body temperature, and our cooling rate to see if we can find T. After calculating, we get that T is around 50 minutes. So with these calculations, we can determine that the body will be in immediate danger after about 50 minutes. But there are, in real life, people would probably lose consciousness, losing temperature that fast. But what if the person were to climb into a lifeboat after their body temp dropped to, let's say, 87 degrees, which is very close to dangerous? Let's assume that the lifeboat had dry clothes and a blanket waiting for them once they got on. The temperature under a blanket and with dry clothes on would be about 100 degrees if you were under the blanket. For a body temperature of 87 degrees, if the person heats back up to 89 degrees, that would take around 45 minutes, a long time. The body takes a lot more time to heat up. What is the heating rate for getting to body temp of 89 from 87 degrees? So we plug in our numbers, we get about 0.0037, which is significantly slower. With this new heating rate, how long will it take the body to warm back up to a safe 95 degrees from 87? So after plugging in our numbers with our cooling rate, we get about 258 minutes. So with our overall findings, we see that with a regular body temperature, it would take about 50 minutes to reach life-threatening status of 82.4 degrees. Now, moving on to the hypothetical stage, if you were to get in a lifeboat with dry clothes and a blanket with a body temp of 87 after being in the water, it would take you around 4 hours and 18 minutes to get back to a comfortable 95 degree body temperature. And that's my presentation for Project 4 with all the calculations and everything. Double checked to make sure all my numbers are right. And that's it.